better than everybody else because you don't want to be the nerd. But alright, dudes, dudettes, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in action. It's game number 3 for the OlimoLeague. Zombie may be joining us at some point today. I actually don't know if she's in the call or not. But at least for now, you got myself and Kane. So spawning in the top left corner of the map. Once again, we got the dead Pixels player True. Although that may have been some premonitions if he ends up losing this series.
Well, he very well may be dead because this is the best Terran map. And in the bottom right, we have blue Terran on Axiom, Heart.
Well, you mentioned it's the best Terran map, but this was True's map pick for the map pool.
Yeah, I don't get that. I guess it's like the lesser of 7 evils. I don't know.
Well, luckily, it's not 7 evils, it's only 5 evils. Because while this is the dream pool, I think it's Zelnaga Caverns and... Oh, there's one other that's not playable. But it's Daybreak, it's Ohana, it's Cloud Kingdom, it's Shakura's Plateau, and Eklan Wastes.
Okay, yeah, all of those maps are really good for Terran.
Let's be honest, Kane. In like a cheesy scenario, all these maps are good for just about anybody, though, given the right circumstances.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, it just so happens that like Shakura's, Ohana, Cloud Kingdom are all like ridiculously good for Reapers and like tank drops. And,
yeah.
It's hard to play on this dream pool, Rifkin. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I would definitely not say you're wrong. I've definitely seen a lot of streamers echoing this sentiment. But the funny thing is, it's like you get the same sort of stuff out of the Terran, with the complaining about like these baneling all-ins, and you're like, well, let's just be honest. These maps were probably not the best, and
there's a reason that we don't use them anymore, right?
You know why they called it the dream pool, right?
Why?
Because a year from now, everyone's gonna be like, remember the time Blizzard messed up? They're like, what? I thought it was just a dream. No one's gonna want to acknowledge that this happened in StarCraft 2.
Look at what True's doing. This is like a 15 pool. It looks like a 15 pool, 16 gas or 15 gas or something like that. So he's playing like super safe this game. He doesn't want to get 2 racks again.
I don't even know if you would necessarily expect the 2 racks out of Heart, but you're right. Like, this is giving that speed at appropriate timing. This is that, okay, well, the Reapers aren't going to kill me either type thing. It is a safe opening.
Look at this Marine, though. Oh, it's just going to miss the Overlord.
Oh, man. Do you remember, by the way, like, how diligent Terran were about hunting Overlords on this map back in the day?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
unlike... You just, like, nowadays there's a couple of spots you can put Overlords and it's fine. But back, like, when this was in the map pool, folks, if you weren't a StarCraft fan back then, like, there's not a lot of places you can hide these Overlords like you can now. So, many were the Overlords that died in the early game to 2 Marines running around the middle of the map.
This True Overlord, man, he's just dodging everything. Like, he's just, like, that's some James Bond Overlord shit right here. I've never seen an Overlord dodge Marines like this. Is hilarious. Oh, it gets found out though.
He's gonna go down. He's got the Marine on the high ground. Just ain't go the other direction. This is funny too, because I remember too, this was like the nicest spot too. There's so many parts of this map you look at, you're like, man, this was only ever used for one thing. And
yeah. Is it gonna go down, Rifkin? I don't know if it will.
Oh, if this gets away, that's gonna be really James Bond, dude. That's gonna be so James Bond.
Oh, I don't think it will. I don't think it will. No.
Oh,
what?
No, what? I was really hoping, honest to God, that he was gonna have 7 health, so give me the 007, right? Hart even called him lucky, dude. Straight up skill. That was some dodging, weaving, and bobbing. From the second this Overlord left the base, this guy knew what he was doing.
Yeah, man, that was pretty crazy. And we see speed coming out from True. Just about finished up there. We should see him take a 3rd base, but he's still mining with 2 guys on gas, so I don't know if he wants to do something funky.
Well, funky how though? I mean,
it could be like a bait or like a roach attack. Like I think like a 6-minute roach horn, and then I don't know.
Well, I don't know, Kane. Unlike most games, this Overlord lives, so that could influence everything. I mean, now he's got a potential Overseer. I mean, this is some sick stuff, some meta games. I mean, actually, you know what? I'm thinking on this. You're going towards Roaches. I'm thinking like even with the bailiness coming down, there's still the possibility of this just being faster Mutalisks. This is something that's been like trending hardcore amongst Zerg players lately.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I think you're right. It could be 2 base Mutalisk here, and we do see a bailiness coming down, like you said. And from Heart, it's just a 3 command center, very standard play. He's not getting those 2 engineering bays before the racks, so this is going to be a bit more unit heavy than we normally see from Terran, and his upgrades will be a bit later.
Well, one of the things that Hart did get is the third command center, so he is going to be able to expand at some point. Question, of course, do you take the safer base here, or do you take the kind of safer, but further away base over here? When Mutalisks come into play, one thing's for certain, no Terran player likes trying to chase them down. So, while he hasn't established that third yet, that might actually be better for the time being, because he's not going to have to worry about spreading those SCVs out. And with these rocks up, there's no way he responds between the bases too easily.
What is this, Rifkin? He's going 3 gas Mutalisks.
I know, that fourth geyser's really throwing me for a bit of a loop, too.
What is this?
Do you think this is one of those things, though, where you just open with, like, say, 8 mutas, 10 mutas, and never invest further? You just go for the big Baneling, heavy Zergling count underneath it?
I don't think that he can afford that. I think you absolutely need at least 4 gases for Mutalisk. Like, I would... Yeah, he's getting it now, but I would almost wager that that was a mistake. But I don't see True making a mistake like that. This is strange.
You know what it was? It was that confidence from the Overlord again. He comes back, by the way, so throw this out. Like, this Overlord healed up. This drop and creep to block out the third. Like, this guy is a badass.
Yeah. Hart's gonna regret not finding that Overlord like 2 seconds earlier, so he's gonna have to wait. Oh, but the Overlord's going back again, so he realized that the rocks are opening up,
Doesn't want to lose it. I love it.
He's not going to either.
Hart's gonna find the, he's gonna see us and be like, wait a minute, someone was here. This is like when you find the dead body that James Bond left behind, right? Like, where'd he go? Can he get away for a second time? Yes!
All of these Marines are gonna go down, and that's gonna be huge because now the Mutalisks will be able to come in.
Yeah, that's actually kind of a big deal too, because while we make all these jokes with the Overlord, there's so many Marines that are out of position that were chasing that Overlord that should have been with that Zergling fight, should have been choked off those rocks, but for Hart's sake, a small mistake's going to cost him quite a bit here. There's a lot of Lings running around this natural base. SCVs are, well, trying to get pulled into it, but it's going to cost them their lives. They haven't gone down so far.
And he can focus down this turret with Lings, and then the Mutalisks will be able to do even more damage.
Kane, I would argue that Overlord is not just an Overlord, but like an EPS Overlord.
It's the MVP, man.
For real, like any 3 combination of letters, he's like ABC. That Overlord kicked ass.
Oh man, this is so rough for Hart now.
Well, 2 SCVs are trapped. True's actually doing him a favor, clean up that supply.
Oh, this cute Mutalisk control here. It's pretty nice.
I mean, it is a probably lesser amount than we would have expected to have that 4th gasman down, but I mean, it gets the job done. He's certainly gotten plenty of harass for this, and it couldn't have gone better with those Lings. Usually, you don't even see Lings touch a Terran player before Banelings are out. So, I mean, through and through, True's done a great amount of damage here to Hart for the cost.
True and true.
I hate that amuses you so much.
True. Yeah, but Crease Red is lacking a little bit for sure. Upgrades are about even, but Hart does have that +1 attack out already, so he is ahead. And yeah, True's just macroing up. He's in a really good spot right now, I'd say.
Well, for Hart's sake, like, he did kind of jump to that macro game. He's got a lot of Marines coming across the map. One thing I really don't like, whether it's a mistake or on purpose, combat shield's not here, Kane, for this push. This is scary. Any amount of Banelings versus non-combat shield Marines is going to have a lot better time leveling the playing field.
Yeah, that's really rough. I didn't even notice that, to be honest, but...
Oh, and he's stimmed too, down to like almost one-shot range for these Banelings. But some good focus fire. Speed does kick in, and he's going to trade this out not too poorly. True's going to hold.
Good splitting, but that was not nearly enough. And he just GG's out. I mean...
Like, that Overlord, dude. That Overlord. Let's...